All right, folks, I'm back with my second candidate, Abdoulaye Jammeh of the National Union Party, NUP. I'll start with the positives, and then I'll move on to the negatives. Positives of Abdoulaye. I know him personally. Very smart boy, very smart guy. Very decent when I knew him. Very smart, quite ambitious, which probably explains why he's running for president. He's educated, well educated, and very likable. Those are the positives. But I am running the blanks. I'm like, I really can't find anything else there. It's like, okay, I've known this brother since the early 80s. We competed against each other in 84. When we both in high school competition, high school quiz competition. Yeah, first I was at St. Peter's, and then I was in the team, and then at St. Augustine's I was in the team when I was at sixth form, lower. So we competed twice. He was at Muslim High School at the time. Nice guy, very nice fellow. But that's the only positive I can think of, right? The downside, the negatives, this entire National Unity Party project initiative seems to be totally driven by ambition. Because I don't see any, like, the presidency is very important. It's a very important job. You should not get into this. It should not get into these presidential politics unless you have a track record of handling hard jobs. I mean, we are cheapening ourselves. The Gambia is in a very miserable state. We have positive resources, both material and physical land. You know, people seem to underestimate, how really small, our real estate is in Gambia. 11,000 square miles of territory. Before 2000, before Robert Mugabe moved and did what he should have done a long time ago, there are at least 20 farms in Zimbabwe that are actually bigger than the 100% of Gambia, like literally 100% of Gambia. So we are smaller. The whole of Gambia, 100% of Gambia, is actually smaller than several farms in Zimbabwe, white-owned farms in Zimbabwe. Before Robert Mugabe got tired of the Tony Blair's nonsense and did what he needed to do. We are a very small country. We are poor. The education still thing. We are still a majority illiterate country. So really, if you have the ambition of doing something for the people, that's noble. But start small. It cannot be. The process should not be an ego thing, where you feel, X has done it. I'm more educated than Yahya Jammeh. Yahya Jammeh was a terrible mistake. And so is Adama Barrow. And so we need to move into a segment where people come to the presidency with a proven track record of taking on complex duties and doing well in it. Senior civil servant good, education good, but it has to be more than that. I'm right. It has to be more than that. If you had bothered to listen to Vice Council, I don't think we would have done this, because I don't see any compelling reason I just don't see any compelling reason for Gambia United Party. And the aesthetics are bad. Okay, Gambia Unity Party, great. Is unity, but who brought this unity in the country? It's another Jammeh. A Jammeh from Kanilai. Now a Jammeh from somebody who wants to fix what the Jammeh Kanilai brought in the country. We're confused by the Jammehs. So I think we'll stay with the aesthetics alone. The appearance alone, that alone doesn't sound good. So I think President Jammeh apply that I think psychologically we're not ready for that yet. And then when you look at it, Like, what is this, a Labour Party? Is this, are you, what's the impetus? Like, are you pushed? Who are the people behind this? Like, except for this small factionalist thing, who are the labor unions, farmers? Who? It doesn't make sense. It seems to be you want to run for office, and you're still unknown in 90% of the country. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. This is a bad idea. I don't know who advised you to go ahead. I don't know if an ego and people come and tell you things in Gambia. If they think you have money, they'll hustle you. Of course, and Abrai has 200 people in every region of the country. That's not very hard. It's for Gambia. You can easily for $10 for for a few $100 here, but people will give you their ID card to nominate you. That's not hard. Out of a population of 900,000, registered voter roll of 900,000, it's not a hard thing to do. But it's like we still come back to the same thing. What are you running off again? Like, what's the motivation? What is there? Beside the ambition, what is there? And there's not much there. It's not the right thing to do. So hey, this is a short one. I hope you will just drop out of the race because you have no chance in hell of winning it. I mean, if you make even 1% of the vote, even 1% of the vote, apply. If you can get 9,000 votes in this election, that to me will be shocking. I don't see you making that, or even 9,000 votes in the whole country. No, you get some votes, but it was sympathy votes in Bracamo, but that's it. You will fail miserably, and it will tag you forever. And part of the reason is, forever you will see as this guy with his ego, with this big ego, who really basically made a fool of himself. So it's not a good thing. He says, if you listen to me, get away from this thing. I don't know who talked you into this craziness. It doesn't make sense. Apply. I thought you had more sense than this. It doesn't make any sense. Bad idea. Totally bad idea. It's sad that you fall for it. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.